Hey everyone, Greta here. Today we are going to talk about how to transition from a funky one-leg crawl to funky pincha. Again, since this is a transition, it will be great if you are comfortable in both the endpoints, i.e. the funky one-leg crawl and also the funky pincha. I have done a tutorial on the funky one-leg crawl a little bit earlier on, so if you're unfamiliar with this, you can always check it out. And I'll quickly go through how to do a funky pincha. So since the funky pincha is a kind of like a pincha on steroids, so it would be good again that you are quite comfortable with balancing in a pincha mayurasan, be it with the wall or not. Set up for funky arms are one is on the palm like in the chaturanga and the other is on the forearm. Just make sure that when you are aligning the hands, the base of the elbows will be aligned to the tip of the middle finger of the other hand. Some people tend to have the forearm side, the forearm come in like that. Some people find it easier to find the support, and that's perfectly fine. Just make sure that however the arms are positioned, you feel the spreading of the upper back and not having the shoulders jamming into the ears and coming to a lot of tension in the neck and shoulder area. All right, so let's quickly go through how to do a funky pincha, and then we'll be doing some warm-ups and we will be exploring the actual transition. So for the funky pincha, one arm will be on the forearm and the other will be on the palm. Because this is a very, very odd arm position, so sometimes we tend to collapse on the forearm side. When you are there, just make sure that the forearm side is pushing the floor away even further and more bent in the palm side. If not, you might feel very lopsided. So you would want to start in a funky dolphin. Just make sure that, for me, I feel the arms are pushing the floor away, lengthen on the upper arm, so just slightly hop up. Okay, you might take a few tries, no worries. The free elbow, you want to hug in a lot. Because again, you want to wake up the muscles in the serratus anterior, so just feel the elbows hugging in instead of letting it flare out and away. It would be good once you're in the setup, just before you kick, feel both elbows, even though one is on the floor, able to hug in towards the chest instead of flaring out and away. If you are new to the funky pincha, it would be good to spend a few moments there and just make sure that you actually feel comfortable and breathable, and also feels natural in the shape. If you are struggling with the kicking up, or maybe struggling with trying to find the balance once you're up, it would be good to just be a bit more patient rather than rushing through and trying to get into the transition. So once you are okay with both ends of the transition, we are going to work on some drills, and then we are going to try. So the main thing is for the one leg crawl, the knee is on the arm, and when you're doing the pincha, you're only balancing on the arms. So the movement is actually quite important, and what you actually want to do is you want to strengthen on the shoulders and all the spreading of the upper back and the lower abdominal engagement. So let's do a few drills just to make sure that our body's ready for it. Alright, so once you're done warming up, let's try the actual transition, making sure that you can really communicate with the shoulders. So starting in a one leg funky crawl, making sure that the top leg is extremely greedy, that it wants to reach all the way up to the sky. So the higher directly up to the sky, the better. Setting up, left knee, left tricep, and then right leg up to the sky. You want to reach it all the way up, 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 while keeping the shoulders back, belly hugging in, and then you float. Of course, there are a lot of ways to do it, but for me, I really rely on the extension of my top leg. Once I go up, actually before I go up, I make sure that it's super activated like crazy. Not tensing the muscles, but really make an effort knowing where the top leg is going. I imagine it's kind of like a pointer or an arrow shooting all the way up to the sky. And because once the top leg is lifted up to a certain degree, the hips will follow. And in order to float, the hips want to be above the shoulders. So if my leg is active enough to draw the hips high enough over the shoulders, at the same time, the shoulders maintain that strength and stability to keep it pushing back, then it will float. So if you're struggling with this shape, just make sure that, or actually check your setup in the one leg crow if the top leg is high enough. Okay, that's very important. And also, if once you are there, also check if the arms are still actively pushing the floor away, rather than just kind of sinking down. Don't forget to do both sides, because this is a asymmetrical shape. You would definitely feel one side is a lot more accessible than the other side. Just don't give up. That's perfectly normal. Keep practicing. Don't forget to breathe, and also take it easy. That's it. Hope it helps. I'll see you again soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.